Hola everyone and welcome to Play It Like Dimebag. Even though that this guitar piece might sound and look like an easier one, it cannot be further from the truth. And it's not only because you're on your own when you play this piece. All the mistakes, they scream out loud. If you do anything wrong or the intonation is not perfect, it just sounds really off. The structure is very simple. It's a repetitive thing. But there's some variations to all the rounds. Actually, the phrasings are very similar. So just, again, memorize everything, learn the rounds, and then add the phrasings. Another thing worth to mention regarding this outro piece of FLOODS is the sound. You would really need a delay set up with 8th note repeats. It's more like a slap delay. So you would want to set up the mix very high. One loud repeat and then just maybe two not too loud one. And it's an 8th note repeat. So that's one thing. And also I found it very helpful to scooping out certain frequencies. Most of them were around 3000 or 4000 K, but it depends on the actual rig that you're using. If you cannot do too much tweaking like that, maybe you can turn down the tone. So let me just show you how it sounds without the EQing. It's very different. And with the EQs engaged. Without. So if I turn down the tone knob, it's not like that, but it's getting closer. It's not too treble-ish. I usually have a little more gain than what I need and then turn down the volume knob. There's more dynamic you can get out of that kind of setup, and it's been working out for me like that better. So with all that being said, let's just go through with round number 1. So let's talk about the notes first. We're in the 4th position, and it's the 4th fret on the A string, the 6th on the D string, and then with the pinky we go up to the G 8th. So that's the chord. And we're gonna pick the first note down, that's the core note, and let this one ring throughout the entire bar. The next 2 notes, they never ring together. There's a little bit of a rest before you pick the note, and that gives an extra percussive vibe to it. I'm gonna overemphasize it so that you'll hear what I'm talking about. Like that, instead of... See? It's also a dynamic thing as well. So dynamics, little rests, not too easy. It's getting very serious here. And then we go down to the 6th on the G. This is the first bar. Then we go to the 5th fret on the E string, 7th on the A, and the 9th on the D. This is the next chord. The phrasings are the same. So you let this one ring through, and these two, they never ring through together. And then we go down to the open chord. And only here you kind of mute the E string. And then we go up to the 6th. And then the same chord, 2nd position. The 4th and G6. Down to G4. So that's the round number 1. Accented notes are the chord and the melodic part. Intonation. Round number 2, which starts from the same chord, from the 4th fret of the A string, But instead of going down for the last note, we slide up and don't pick that one. Whenever you do these kind of slide ups, you don't let the chord note ring any longer. But instead, just slide up with that very specific note. And then we go to the 5th position, E string. Do the same. And then go up to the A7th. Same shape. Up a whole note. Repeat. And then up a half a note. And that's the end of round number 2. And then we go up to round number 3. And that one is very similar to the first round. But now we're an octave higher. Also, so we finished up here. There's a slide up that you can hear. But it will come very naturally. And again, with this part, accented notes are the chord note and these ones. Same. 16th position, 17th, 12th, it's the octave. But now we're not going up like here, but instead we go down. And it's the same shape. And then 14th fret on the A string. And then repeat everything. And for the last chord, we're gonna start the same way. Down, down, down. And go back to the A string, up a half a note. But everything else is the same. And again, make sure that these notes, they ring all the way. And the other two, you just change them back and forth. You just gotta lift it up a little bit. Don't move it too much. Just lift up so that it mutes the string. And the next round, it's the same notes, same positions, everything. It's just the rhythm that changes there. So these were 8 notes so far. And when we come back, for example, with the first chord to the D string, which is like the middle note of the chord, that's when you want to play 16th notes twice with the down and up stroke. And then go back to this one and then go down with the melody. And again, still the chord note rings through. Keep that percussive rhythmic vibe going throughout the whole part. More staccato-ish in a way. Then you repeat over all the chords. And you finish it up the same way, but now we're gonna slide down on the A string. And then comes the last part, starting from the 4th fret again. And now it's a mixture, so instead of going down, we slide up, 5th position, slide up again, but now we're going down. And so it's a mixture of round number 1 and number 2, just the other way around. Round number 2 and number 1. This is a live version which I put together. It is what it is. So you slide it up. Then we're doing the slide up again, like in round 2 we're going up now. And then same here, up until this point. But it's not a slide now, the last note, but a downstroke. So the notes are the 9th, 11th, same like it's been so far, and then 13th, go up to the 14th, and then now on the G string we go down to the 11th, and then up to the 13th back again, and then 9 on the G string, back to 11th, and then the last chord is this one, 9 on the A, 9 on the D, and 8 on the G, and 2 open string, the B and the E. I usually switch fingers here for the last chord, but you can do it like this. Dime used to do it like this, I think. So this is a mixture of the live version as well as the studio version. It reminds me sort of a pumping feeling. So that's what you would just slightly want to put in it. Like it's I don't know, it's a mixture of rushing, pumping, do staccatos, like make it very percussive. So it's not a fluid thing, definitely not that. With little rests, which you can achieve by putting the pick onto the strings. Just practice this kind of pumping part. This feel instead of. And more parallel to the strings. To me that helps with the sound. And you can also hold it a little lighter. Just experience with that, but that's the feel that you want to achieve. Use your ear before you sit down. Visualize the chords so that you don't have to think about them, and then try to put in these kind of informations, and then you'll get there. But this is a difficult one for sure. Thank you very much for checking in. I hope that you enjoyed and maybe even learned something from it. If you like what you hear and see, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I'll see you next time. Have a lovely day. Ciao. Now we're in the 7th position and go down and then go down and then go up